Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my 2013 draft coverage with the needs analysis for the Houston Texans, who hold the number 27 pick overall in the first round of the upcoming draft. The Texans have picks in rounds 1 through 7, one pick in each round, so 7 picks overall for the Texans. The way I see it for the Texans, I think they have 3 big areas of need. First and foremost, I think they need a receiver to go opposite Andre Johnson. I think they need help on the interior of the offensive line, again, to give one of their better players help in J.J. Watt on that defensive front. And I also think they need help on the right side of that offensive line, most notably at tackle. So with that being said, I think in the first round they addressed their wide receiver need. I think this was a need that most people expected them to address last year. I think at the back end of the first round, there'll still be some quality wide receivers available, whether it's a DeAndre Hopkins from Clemson, a Keenan Allen from Cal, Cordarrelle Patterson from Tennessee, maybe even a Justin Hunter from Tennessee. I think the Texans will have their pick of some pretty good wide receivers here at pick number 27. And again, I just think it's paramount for them to get another playmaker opposite Andre Johnson to give their offense a little bit of style and a little bit of something else to fear, rather than just Arian Foster and Andre Johnson. I mean, if Andre Johnson had an exceptional year last year after a slow start, but not that he's getting old, but he's not getting any younger by any means. I think he's going to be entering his 10th year in the league this year. So just to get another guy opposite him who could be an exciting playmaker, I think would even add time to his career, add to his longevity, and help their offense as a whole, and certainly help Matt Schaub. As far as the second round goes, I think this is where they address the interior of their defensive line, whether it's with a Kawan Short from Purdue, whether it's a Sylvester Williams from North Carolina, or even maybe a John Jenkins from Georgia, if he should slip to the back end of the second round, just to give them, again, a real big presence in the middle here at defensive tackle. I think is important for this team going forward. Again, maybe to just take some of the pressure off J.J. Watt on that defensive front. As far as their third round pick, I think this is where they should address their third need, which is definitely the right side of the offensive line at the tackle position. This is a position in the draft overall that's very deep. I mean, you could have a guy like Menelik Watson from Florida State definitely slip to round 3, or whether it's a David Bakhtiari from Colorado even slip to round 3 in this draft. So I think you'll have options, maybe even a Teron Armstead, who was a combine wonderkin this past weekend. There's people now have him slotted in round 3 as well. So I think you're going to have plenty of options there at offensive tackle, which is why I think they address wide receiver and defensive tackle in the first 2 rounds, and again, wait for that right tackle to come around to them in the third round. Other than that, I think the Texans can definitely use some more help in the secondary. Look, anytime you play in a division with Andrew Luck, the Titans have some good receivers on their team as well. You can always use some help in the secondary to go opposite Jonathan Joseph. That's, again, another need they could address in free agency as well. But I look at cornerback as being a need for them. I don't know if they're sold on Ben Tate as the long-term answer at backup running back. If they're not, there'll be some, running backs available in the 4th, 5th, 6th round that they could take a chance on. Maybe a Jonathan Franklin from UCLA, if he's still there, just to give you a name. Maybe a Joseph Randall if he happens to slip, because I think he ran a slower time at the combine than many people expected. But, again, just some names to throw at you. I think the Texans have a very talented roster. I think for them it's about filling those gaps at wide receiver, defensive tackle, and offensive tackle, and making that push towards the Super Bowl next year. Let me know what you guys think of how I address the needs here for the Texans in the upcoming draft. Where do you think they should go as far as where their needs are? Hit me up in the YouTube comments. And guys, I post NFL videos, draft videos, these needs analysis videos for all 32 teams. Probably 2-3 videos a day I average on here uploading to YouTube. So if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get all of my videos uploaded directly to your feed. When I upload a video, it'll upload to your feed, and you'll have them there to view. And be sure to comment. I'm always up for a good discussion. And thanks as always for listening, guys, and have a great night.